Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Breeze. Breezeway Productions, The Breeze. We bring the latest in independent films and film festival news, and we have with us today a special guest on the show, Casper Kelly, and we're going to talk about some things Adult Swim. How are you, Casper?
I'm great, Alex. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on the show and appreciate you taking the time. So let's talk a little about the Adult Swim thing that's going to be coming out soon, the Yule log. So let's get into that.
So yes, it is we've all seen Yule log videos, and they're cozy and warm and heartwarming, and they get you in the holiday spirit. And we're doing one that takes some turns, I guess you could say, from that formula.
Yeah, so I've seen a couple of different variations. Like there's a Halloween one I've seen on like Prime. I've seen another one that was like Christmassy that's really cheery. So Adult Swim does things that are very out there, very funky, very psychedelic. Are we going to still see a little bit of that with this Yule log?
Yes. Yes. I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to say, but yes, expect the unexpected.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about what it was like working with Adult Swim. You've done a lot of really amazing series in the past, like Harvey Birdman and Aqua Teen Hunger Force, #1 in the Hood. Where do you get your inspiration for writing these things?
Yes, I have a long history with Adult Swim. They're wonderful, and they're just oddballs like me, and I'm a fan of so much of what they do. And your second question, as far as the genesis of this, it was last year. I was watching a Yule log, and during the holidays, and I just got a mental image of you have a close-up shot of this fire, and then what if you just saw somebody's knees as they're walking past the fire in the foreground, and you hear dialogue, and then it becomes a story. And so that was how the genesis of it.
Okay. So I also noticed that with your style that you produced or you made a very famous and viral video, Too Many Cooks, which I was able to check out again, and that it was something of like a product of the 80s or 90s intros to television shows. So do you have a lot of influence like with that era with creating things? Because I'm a child of the 80s myself. And when I saw it, I said, I've seen a lot of shows like this. So did that really influence you with your creation?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm a TV kid and grew up watching a lot of TV, and yeah, it's in my soul now. I don't know if I can escape it. So yes, I'm a child of the 80s as well.
Do you think that like the nostalgia is something that people are really drawn to with because of that? Like I still find myself watching Rocko's Modern Life or Ren and Stimpy or Legends of the Hidden Temple, things like that of yesteryear. Are you taking that influence and then putting into new things and then just kind of spinning it with some sort of a modern take on it?
Yeah. And it is interesting. Like even people that weren't around during that period are also nostalgic for, like, I think of Stranger Things is very popular with my kids and me, and in the 80s. So it is interesting that that we're nostalgic for the past in that way.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of stuff that is on that is on Adult Swim is very risque. It's some things that you would see late night that you may not find on television, or how does it get past the censors and things like that? Do you have a lot of fun having that free range to be able to do some outlandish and wild and crazy things that I've seen on some of the shows?
Yes, absolutely. So this is going to air after Rick and Morty on Adult Swim. And then the next day it'll appear on HBO Max. And just for example, in terms of dialogue, there's a bunch of words we had to bleep for airing that will be uncensored when it's on HBO Max.
Good. Thank HBO Max for taking that censorship off so that we can enjoy all of the F-bombs and every other curse word that can come onto it, which I'm stoked for. And the last thing that I want to talk about is a little bit about Mandy. Really loved the show, the movie. I thought it was pretty wild and talk about off the wall. And then I was checking out on IMDb that it was written by, and it says Cheddar Goblin. Can you reflect on what is a Cheddar Goblin?
Yeah, well, hold on one second.
Okay. Cool if he comes back with like a prop from the movie or something. Oh, there it. Oh yeah. Oh, that's sick.
So yes,
That's
here's
awesome.
the Cheddar Goblin. And yes, I'm a huge fan of Panos Cosmatos, and he invited me to write and direct a commercial that appears in that movie, watched by Nicolas Cage, and it was a huge thrill. Got to go watch it with him at Sundance. It was a magical moment in my life.
Yeah, I really loved the film. Nicolas Cage, we were fortunate enough to catch him in Toronto for his latest film, Butcher's Crossing. Very wonderful man, and he's on a roll with the films he's doing. Willy's Wonderland and Mandy and Color Out of Purple. Well, I forget the name of it, but he's just making a lot of really great movies right now. And seeing that Goblin was really awesome, nice touch. But back to it, we have the Yule log that's coming out. Do you know when it will be airing after Rick and Morty? That's coming up.
Oh, I want to say, help me out, Nicole. Is it 11:30?
It's 11:30.
11:30. Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Well, we're hopefully able to showcase this interview and then promote the Yule log that's going to be coming out. Adult Swim, awesome stuff. And Casper Kelly, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about the upcoming projects that you're going to be showcasing. And again, big fan and happy we had this conversation on The Breeze.
Thank you so much, Alex. Happy to be on The Breeze.